Hello, guys. Good day. All right. Thank you all for joining me again. My name is Gina, and this is my page. On this page, as you all know, we invite people to join us, people who have traveled or studied outside of their home country to join us and to share their experience on their process so that we all learn from it. Okay. So today I have somebody that I personally know. I have Emmanuel. So Emmanuel is currently in the UK and he's joining me from the United Kingdom. Okay, so he's going to tell us everything you need to know as a nurse. So there's been several times where nurses contact me. They want to work in the UK, but the honest truth is that all the applications and everything that I do, it doesn't include the UK. Okay, so mostly mine is all about Canada and the US. So today we have Emmanuel here. He is going to tell us everything we need to know. Everything we need to know. So yeah. So do not go anywhere. Please start tagging your friends and family to join us. And yeah, stay tuned. Okay, so Emmanuel, thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me here.
Okay, great. Okay, so do you want to tell us just a little about yourself? I know you're a Ghanaian, you're from Ghana. Emmanuel and I are in the same church in Ghana, PIWC, Obuasi. Okay, we are all from Obuasi. So today we have Obuasi babes here. Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
guys, yeah, tag anybody you know from Obuasi, tag them to join this video. Okay, so Emmanuel, please tell us a little about yourself.
Okay, thank you, Jenna, for having me here, and thank you to your listeners for tuning in to listen to us. My name is Emmanuel Kwabnaba. As you know, I'm a Ghanaian. I've lived and stayed in Obuasi for quite a long time. That's where I was born. Um, and that's where my parents are, Mr. and Mrs. Barr. I attend the PIWC, the Solution Center, where
Hi.
yeah,
Hi to
yeah,
everybody in PI.
yeah. I started going to my primary school education in NFL, and later
Hmm,
moved to New Suta junior high. And when I
hmm,
was done, I went to SHS at Bekwai SDA, which is called SEDAS in Bekwai. And
hmm,
then from there, I went to study my nursing in Brekum, Nursing and Midwifery Training College in Brekum. And then I did my national service in Obuasi Government Hospital. When I was done, that's what we call rotation. So I did my rotation in Obuasi Government Hospital, and then I got posted to Koforidua. There's a town called Tafo. So Tafo Government Hospital, that's where I did my permanent posting, and then
hmm.
I moved straight to the UK.
Okay. And that is what we are interested in, moving to the UK.
Yeah.
Yes, moving to the UK. So throughout your education, did you plan? Was there a point where you planned that at this point in my life I'm going to relocate from Ghana?
No, actually, there was no link point. It was a link
Hmm,
point. Sometimes you have family members who are outside who can say that, okay, I think we are tired of you staying in Ghana. We want to bring
hmm,
you over. But there was no link point to me moving to the UK or moving to any part of the country
hmm,
outside Ghana. So
hmm,
it was just me trying to explore all the avenues in Ghana, just to move to becoming a critical care nurse, which I had passion in, or becoming a perioperative nurse. That was all my focus. There was no point where I thought I was going to migrate from Ghana to the UK
to
or
the
any other
UK.
country to work as a professional nurse. It was just
Hmm,
an opportunity that I had and I chanced on. And at a point in time, I thought that it was a good thing for me to actually use that avenue to also move to the UK. So there was no point that I
hmm,
had anything in mind that I wanted to travel.
hmm. Okay, let's talk about this opportunity or whatever you had.
Mm.
How did it come about?
So when people want to travel, and
Yeah.
or when people are traveling, they don't want to really tell you that they are traveling. So I had a friend who I went to the nursing training with. We slept on the same. I was sleeping on the top bed. He was sleeping at the bottom bed, and
Mm.
we were in the same room from first year to third year. So I spoke to him a couple of days before he called me that he has surprisingly got to UK. So we spoke
Mm.
on phone. And then I know mostly know Ghanaians have superstition that if you tell people you might get your visa being what. So he didn't
Denied.
tell me.
Yeah.
So I woke up one morning and I missed his call, and the call that came was not a normal Ghana call, not an MTN call, not
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
Vodafone call. So this is a new number from the UK. So
Mm.
I called back on Facebook, and then he
Mm.
showed me this surroundings with white people walking around here. My God! So I asked him, "Are you? Is it an editing or you are just trying to pull my
Mm.
legs?" And he
Mm.
told me, "Bro, I just didn't want to tell you. I just wanted to land first, and then I'll tell you that I have successfully moved to the UK." He is called Kwame
Mm.
Jemfi.
Okay.
Bless his heart. He actually opened my eye that there was something on the board where people or nurses are able to migrate from your country of origin to the UK, and
Mm.
it's a process. And he was happy to guide me through all the process for me to get to the UK. So if I am really interested, then he is going to give me the rundown,
Okay.
and obviously I am interested. If I'm not
Mm.
interested, I'm interested
Yeah.
because it's a life-changing opportunity for you to move from where you are and then try to test the waters at different places and then test your
Exactly.
strengths to see if
Mm-hmm.
you are able to meet the challenging worlds or the challenging atmosphere on it in a different continent. So I really wanted to, and then he started taking me through the process. So
Okay.
um, that's what
Okay. So
happened.
great. Great.
I'm
Great.
here.
That is a good one. So finally, after he had given you the rundown,
Mm,
you went through the process and everything, and now you are in the UK.
yeah.
Okay. So now you are going to give us the rundown. In a
Okay.
layman's point, personally, I do not have any idea when it comes to, these nursing program. I know people do degree in nursing. I know people do
Yeah.
diploma and the rest. Okay, so I would like you to tell us, is it really let me just adjust this first. Okay, so do people or does somebody need a particular qualification? Is it supposed to be like maybe a diploma or a degree before you're able to go through this process?
Okay, thank you very much, Jenna. I think that the minimum requirement or the minimum qualification that you need to be able to move here is to have a diploma in nursing. A diploma
Mm,
in nursing. So if you have diploma and above, you stand a chance of going through this process. You don't need to have a PhD, you don't need to have a master's, two masters.
mm,
You just have to at least have a diploma in
mm,
nursing. Yeah, so that
mhm.
once you have a diploma in nursing, that is a starting point. So
Okay.
if you don't have it, then you can't begin for work. But at least if you have a diploma in nursing, you can start from that and then migrate upwards.
Okay. Okay. So, what was the starting point for you? How, what are the requirements?
So the first thing that you need to do is to have a plan, and then
Mm,
to to yearn to travel or to yearn
mm,
to be there. Because if you don't actually have a motivating factor, you can't actually move through the process. So my friend told
okay.
me that have something to motivate you. So
Mm-hmm,
I looked through the scope and I asked myself what would really motivate me, and the
mm-hmm,
motivating factor is when I woke up one night and then I went to the Controller and Accountant General's payroll website, and I downloaded my payslip, and I looked at it and I said, I think that I need to motivate myself to earn better, to earn
mm,
one good life,
yeah.
to help my family as well, and to challenge myself to be able to have that kind of environment to be working with different multidisciplinary team members. And then that time I didn't even have a passport. So the other thing I did was to get a passport because without passport you can't really travel. So I had to look for an opportunity to get a passport, and I went through all the process to get a passport. Now the next thing
Mm,
was that you have to write what is called the International English Language Test, which is the
Mm-hmm.
IELTS. And some people also have the OET that they write. So it's either you're writing the IELTS or you're writing the OET. But I wrote the
Okay.
IELTS, which is the International English Language Test.
And with
Now,
the IELTS, was it academic or general?
so you have to write the academic. You have to write the
Okay.
academic, not the general.
Okay.
So you have to write the academic. Now they have the UKVI academic as well. So either you are writing the standard academic or the UKVI academic as
Okay.
well. So any of them will give you the gateway. So
Mm.
now with the IELTS, you know that they have different models. So it's there if
Yeah.
they have the speaking, the reading, the
Yeah.
listening, and then
Yeah.
the writing.
Writing.
Yeah, and you need to either go for classes or if you think you are good enough, you can do
You can
self
study on
studies.
your own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So during my time, I think that financial wise, I wasn't really that strong. So my friend told me he learned it on his own, so I can also do it on my own. So he sent
Mm-hmm.
me all the materials, and then I didn't even have a laptop. I had to go and borrow a friend's laptop to start the studies on my own.
Mm.
And he sent me some useful YouTube pages where I added all of them together and learned everything on my own. It was time consuming, so I had to
Yeah.
restructure my time and get at least
Mm-hmm.
8 days night a job on my job so that I can get
Mm-hmm.
1 week off. And during that 1 week
Mm.
period, I have to just be in my room and then keep
Yeah.
studying
Study.
until
Exactly.
until I know that I was really on the right path to passing this exam. So the first thing is that for you to go through this IELTS program and then pass with 7.0. So at least
Okay.
you have to have reading 7.0,
Mm-hmm.
you have to have writing at least 6.5,
Okay.
speaking 7.0, and then listening 7.0. Then overall, you need to have 7.0 overall to be
Band.
able to pass. Yeah, the band score,
Okay.
you need to have overall
Okay.
7.0.
Okay. So about the IELTS, guys, if you're a nurse and you're watching, personally, I wrote IELTS because in Canada, when you're applying for your permanent residence or you're doing express entry, you have to write it. So that too, in Canada, we have CELPIP. If you're in Canada, you can write CELPIP. If you're outside of Canada or even in Canada, you can write IELTS as well. So there's this YouTube page that I can recommend. It's called Jay. He is very good. I also did personal studies with him and it was very good. So if you're looking to write IELTS, you can check out that YouTube page. Is there anything that you can also recommend to
Yeah, I
anybody
think
who is in?
I use IELTS Advantage. Out
Okay,
Advantage. He's
on
on
YouTube.
YouTube, and
Okay.
yeah, Jay. I also use Jay. Jay was
Mm,
very helpful. I think
yeah,
he really helped me with is it reading. He really helped
yeah.
me. Yeah,
Mm,
so that's E2 languages. E2
mm,
languages. That's where Jay is. So those two people were really very helpful. And then we have IELTS Liz as well. Liz was also
mm.
very helpful. So those
Okay.
three people were the people I was using. Their materials were really good and it's
Mm,
really helped me out. Yeah.
okay. All right. So before we move on, there are some few questions. So Kwame Joe says, please, madam, I'm willing to travel out. Hmm, but I don't know anybody living abroad. So yeah, Kwame, you don't necessarily need to know anybody. When I was coming to Canada, I didn't really know anybody. I just came on my own. So yes, yeah. So hi, Lebanon. Hi, Joe. Okay. Oh, so we have 3 comments. Okay, that's okay. So if you're watching me, kindly share this video. Please share so that other people can also benefit from this video. All right. So Emmanuel, after writing the IELTS and getting the good score that you need, what else did you what are some of the documents or what else did you need to prepare to start the whole process?
So when you are done, you need to register with the Nursing and Midwifery Council UK, which means
Okay.
that you want to declare your intentions to them that you want to be part of their register. So you go
Mm,
on their website and then you register, you sign up, which will cost
mm.
250 pounds. So once you sign up, what they will do is that they are
Can
going to
you
send.
can you can you take your time and give us the name of the website again?
So it's the Nursing and Midwifery Council UK is www.nmc.org.uk.
Okay.
nmc.org.uk. So it takes you straight to the website, and then you are able to sign up that you want to become a member of
Mm.
the National Midwifery Council here in the UK, or you want to become a nurse here in the UK. Once you
Okay.
sign up, you become a pre-registered nurse. They have what is called the PRN number. So instead of you
Mm.
having your PIN, that's
Mm.
your full nursing PIN. Because you've not actually gotten all your requirements, they give you what is called the pre-registered number, so
Okay.
that it becomes like your partial PIN, not your full PIN. Yeah,
Mm.
until you have gone through all the process, they won't issue you your full PIN. So you have that pre-registered nurse PIN. Once you
Mm.
sign up, it will send a link to NMC Ghana for NMC Ghana to do a self-check
Okay.
background, just to confirm that you are really a nurse in Ghana.
In
Now,
Ghana, yeah.
before the Nursing and Midwifery Council Ghana goes onto that link and then confirms for you, you are
Mm.
supposed to do what is called a clearance. You are supposed to clear yourself. And then the clearance process means that you need to go to Ministry of Health to go and buy a clearance form. During our
Okay.
time, it used to cost about 20 Ghana cedis, but of late, I think they've increased it to about 100 Ghana cedis. So
Oh.
once you go to the Ministry of Health department, you go and buy a clearance form. You take the clearance form to your school where you completed
Mm.
for your principal to endorse for you, or your dean of students to endorse for you. Once those endorsements are done, you take it back to where you are working, your current place where you are working,
Mm.
for either your accountant or your mom, or any medical superintendent to also endorse for you.
Mm.
Then once all those checks are done, you take it to the Nursing and Midwifery Council. Now, a Nursing and Midwifery Council will also look at it and see that all the necessary clearance have been done. Now, this
Okay.
clearance form is done just to check that people who are owing the government have paid back. Because some people
Oh.
to the UK without paying back certain loans that they took.
Me
So
too.
they've
Okay.
brought this in just to check on the
Mm.
financial background that you have. Like if you don't owe any institution, if you don't owe
Mm.
any organization, then they can now clear that you are safe to travel. So
Okay.
they do all these background checks, and once they are done, once you bring it to the National Midwifery Council Ghana, they will tell you to go and pay 550 Ghana cedis at ADB or Ghana Commercial Bank before they can do your final endorsement for you.
Okay.
Then once you bring in the paying slip, they will do your final endorsement and then stamp it just to say that you have been cleared. And then they will
Okay.
tell you to give them 1 month or 2 months for them to respond to that link that have been sent by the Nursing and Midwifery Council UK. So in two
Mm.
months' time, you will get a notification that you have now been cleared by the Nursing and Midwifery Council Ghana.
Okay. Okay.
Once this clearance have gone through, then you need to sit for a second examination called the computer-based test. The first
Okay.
examination is IELTS, which is
It's
purely English.
yeah.
Now they need to
English, yeah.
test nursing knowledge to see that are you really a nurse? Do you really understand what the nursing terminologies are? So the computer-based test is purely about nursing. So you need to sit that examination. You need to register on a website called Pearson View, just for you.
Pearson View.
Pearson View. Yeah.
Okay.
So once you register there, you take a date and then you go and write the exams in Accra. At Total House is in Accra. It's just close to
Mm.
British Council. So you go
And
and
how
write the
much do you pay for that exams too?
I think during our time it was around 780 Ghana cedis.
Okay. And
Yeah,
I guess the IELTS is probably expensive than that. I think
yeah.
IELTS is like
It's not
1,800
3,000.
or so.
No, it's not 3,000 Ghana cedis.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Oh,
It's not
wow.
3,000
Okay.
Ghana cedis. It's now becoming
Okay.
very expensive. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. During our time,
Okay.
it was very cheap. I think it was around 1,200, but now it's very,
Mm.
very expensive. Yeah.
Okay.
So once you are done with those two exams, then you are now ready for the job market, so that you can now start searching for jobs.
Oh, so okay. So you will then go ahead to search for jobs on your own
Yeah.
in the UK.
Previously,
Okay.
they used to have agencies. Once you pass, agencies will start running after you just to
Yeah.
help you with the job search. But now, because Ghana has been placed onto what is called a red list, they have a red list
Oh,
country where they don't want UK to be employing from developing countries like Ghana. So they have put Ghana as part of the red list country, which makes it very difficult for you to get jobs from these agencies unless you do your own search by yourself. So no agency is going to approach you to guide you through the process to get a job, but you have to do the job search on your.
So talking about job search, guys, if you're watching me, so you know what? I think last Saturday I did a video where there's a particular website, the Job Bank in Canada, where people can go there and do their job applications on their own. Can you imagine that? Even after all that video, you guys, everybody is texting me to do the job application for them, and I'm like, hello. I'm like, I have taught you. You know, people just. I have realized that people just don't want to sit down and do things for themselves. Like if I go online and apply for the job for you, when they call you for an interview, am I the one who is going to, go for the interview? You need to go read the requirements, do your own application. I have taught you how to do that. And honestly, you won't do just like 5-10 jobs and that's it. You have to apply for as many as possible. So that's just by the way though. If you're watching me, please. More and more texting me said, Gina, can you apply for a job for me? I don't, please. No, I can't. Me to me, hey, like I wake up every day and I have like 130 messages and I need to respond all these things. This responding to the text messages is free consultation. Not NIPA 130 something. Maybe I'm responding to women now. No, job application. I don't do that. So if you're texting me, stop it. More and more texting me for a job, stop it. Go follow the video step by step, okay, and apply. I know people who've been able to use that procedure to come to Canada. So please, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's just because I'm very busy. Like we are doing school applications and visas for people, so I can't add job applications to it. Okay, yeah, that's just by the way. Yeah, so just go on, Emmanuel. Well, let me read some few comments. James Sincere is here. You're really making us proud. Oh, thank you, James. I have Corbina here. I have Felix Collins. Hi to every one of you. Thank you for joining. Ali, hello, Ali. Kofi David, hello to you. Yeah, okay, yeah. So please go on.
All right. So just as I said previously, we have agencies helping, but of late they are not able to help. So you need to actually go on certain platforms just to help yourself. So we have other platforms like Indeed.com that can help you. So we have Indeed there. We have Total Jobs.
So the Indeed, is it at Indeed UK because there's Indeed Canada?
No, this is Indeed.com. It's just for
Indeed.
it's just for the UK job search, and then we have Total Jobs as well, which also gives adverts for anybody who wants to come here to actually work, and we have carehomes.co.uk, which is also for care homes. So if you are interested in going to the NHS, which is the hospitals, and you want to go into care homes where we have people with dementia, we have people with learning disability, people with traumatic brain injuries, and you want to also go and work there as a nurse, you can also apply there. There are a lot of care homes that are looking for people. So if you want that part, you can also apply there and then get job for yourself.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So once you apply and then so how is it like? Is it the same thing? You apply, they reach out to you, they schedule you for an interview, and when you pass the interview, they start doing whatever they have to do for you?
Yeah. So once you know that you've done the IELTS and CBT, you now need to restructure your CV to meet the international market, because you can't just be using the old CV that you used in Ghana. You have to make sure that you've done a good update, and then because a good CV also attracts the employers, because once you have a good CV and they look at it, it gets the attention, and then they can now schedule you for an interview. So once you've applied and then the employer is interested in you, the employer will send you an email just for you to be aware that they've actually scheduled you for an interview. give you an interview date, and then you have to prepare to sit for the interview. Once you pass the interview, the employer will give you what is called a conditional offer. Now, the conditional offer is just for you to know that you've passed. This is what the terms and conditions are if you want to actually come with us. So it tells you the number of hours you're supposed to work in a week. It tells you the money they are going to pay you per annum and then per hour. And then it tells you any other additional things they want to actually entice you with for you to come to them, because there are a lot of people looking for nurses. So it's how good you package yourself, or
Right.
how good your offer is, that will make a nurse also accept to come into your facility to work. I can say nurses here, we they value nurses here as like how players are being valued. So you are in an institution, an employer can just come to you and say, I like you, I want to talk to your other employer and pay you off so that you come and work for me.
Oh,
So
wow.
so other nurses who are looking for jobs, if you have anything that's any monetary issues that you need to pay off, the employer, your current employer, will now tell you
Yeah.
that you need to pay me this amount of money because I brought you from Ghana. The new employer will come and pay it off and take you away. So that is how valuable nurses are here in the UK. So once you've gotten the conditional offer, they will now take you through certain processes, take all your documents, which include your passport. You need to go and do a tuberculosis test at IOM is in Accra. You
Yeah.
need to do a police clearance report just to say that you don't have any criminal records.
Criminal
And
record.
then they will ask you for other documents. And once they have gotten all these documents, they now ask you for references. Then you need to actually go through referencing stage for your current where you work, for them to reference for you, and then any places where you've worked for them to also reference for you. Once they have all these things ready, now they apply for what is called the certificate of sponsorship. Now, the certificate of sponsorship is what the employer is telling you that I'm sponsoring all the things that you're supposed to pay: your travels, your bills, your tickets, your accommodation. The employer is telling you that I'm sponsoring all these things. You don't need to pay a dime. So the most important thing about this process is the certificate of sponsorship. Once you get hold of the certificate of sponsorship, you know that you are 80% through the whole process,
Okay.
because sometimes the certificate of sponsorship takes quite a long time before you are able to get hold of it. Now, the certificate of sponsorship also gives you an opportunity to come to the UK with all your family, which is not your mother or your father, but it's your, if you are married, you can come with your spouse or your husband. If you have kids under 18, they are also entitled to come with you when you are coming at the same time. It depends
Oh.
on you if you want to come with them at the same time, or you want to come and later bring
Bring
them. It also depends on you. So the certificate of sponsorship, when they now delivers it to you, then you can now start applying for your visa.
Oh, wow. Interesting. And
Yeah.
so within let's talk about how long does the whole process take? Not the visa application process, not the visa. Trying to clear yourself. I mean, registering with them. So, no, with the registration, you mentioned that as soon as you register, you get a link, you get that code, right?
Yeah.
Is that correct? Okay, so you get the code and the clearance form, and trying to, let's say you have all the certificates ready, the IELTS and the other stuff and the other certificates, you have
Mm.
everything ready. The whole process, how long does it take, excluding the visa application?
Yeah. The maximum it should take is 3 months.
Okay,
The
okay, all
maximum
right,
should take is 3 months. Yeah.
okay.
The only thing that might make it delay is a job search, because if you don't get
It will
see
take
an
time.
employer as fast as possible, it's going to elongate the whole process. But if you have an employer, the employer taking you through all the nitty-gritties, all the processes, and issuing certificate of sponsorship, applying for visa, and then everything should take maximum 3 months.
What if you do all of this and let's say within a year you still haven't found, I mean, you still haven't found an employer? What happens? Does it expire in the process or what?
Yeah, so the IELTS is, the IELTS is valid
After
for
two
2 years.
years? Yeah.
So after 2 years, if you've not been able to find an employer, then means that you need to rewrite the IELTS again, because it's expired. No employer is going to employ you with an expired IELTS, so you need to rewrite again. So it means that once you are done with the IELTS and CBT, you need to zoom straight into the job search. You have to
What about the CBT? Does it also expire?
yeah, the CBT also expires. It's
Okay.
also valid for 2 years. After two
Okay.
years, it also expires. And if it
Mm.
expires, you need to rewrite again.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Great. So let's come to the visa application. What are the requirements?
So basically, once you are the main applicant, you'll be given a link for you to go onto the portal to start the fillings in
Uploading your
the
documents.
uploading.
Right.
You have to first log in all your details, and they'll ask you for your mother's name, your passport details, and all other things. Now, once you filled in everything, you go to where you have to pay for the visa, and then you pay for the
Mm.
application. I think currently costs about $350.
Mm.
Yeah. So it's once you have paid it, then they transfer you to another portal called TLS. So the
Mm.
TLS is like a company that you helps with the visa processing. That is where you go and upload all your documents, and then the documents you need, they will ask you mandatory documents like a passport, which is
Mm.
mandatory, your police clearance, which is mandatory, your TB, which is mandatory, and any other documents you think it's best for you to add up. So the
Mm.
COS is something you can't forget, because that shows to Home Office that you have an employer who is sponsoring you, and it
Mm.
fast track the whole process. Because if you don't upload them, they are going to get back to you that you need to bring these documents, and it's going to elongate the whole process. So you need to
Yeah.
give them all the documents you need, like your police clearance, TB, passport, your certificate of sponsorship. If you are married, you can add your marriage certificate to it. Yeah,
Mm.
and then I think those are the basic things. And then we have what is called the checklist. So they will give you the
Mm.
checklist. They want you to download it and upload it again. So you download it,
Mm.
and then you give them back again. So that they will use that to check to see that these were the documents we requested, and he's been able to meet all those documents. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Great. So after uploading everything, how long does it take
So
to get a
currently,
visa? Do you
yeah,
go for an
currently,
interview?
no, you don't go for an interview. Currently, they are trying to bring in interview for dependents, only dependent.
Oh,
If not for the main applicant, for the dependent, but for the
yeah.
main applicant, you don't go for any interview. The maximum by 3 weeks, you should get your
You
visa.
should hear from me.
Sometimes
Okay.
it could take as low as 2 weeks. Sometimes as two
Oh,
weeks
that's
you
good.
can get
Yeah.
your visa. Once
Okay.
every documents have been submitted, by 2 weeks you need to get your visa.
Oh, great. Interesting. Okay, so guys, I hope you are following. After this video, don't text me and text me and say, Gina, can you do the UK? I don't do that. Okay, that is why I have brought Emmanuel here to join us. If, may I know if you do this for people? Like, supposing somebody says, oh, they can't do it by themselves, and they
Mm,
do the IELTS and the other exams.
mm.
Are you able to do this for people and
Yeah.
and charge them?
Yeah, well, when like it's part of my side job.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so I think I've been able to do for about 25 people.
Oh,
Mm,
that's amazing. Ooh, 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 ooh.
yeah.
Hey, start tagging people. Start tagging people. Because you know why I'm asking this? Honestly,
Uh,
I won't say people are lazy, but sometimes, okay, me, I always say that with my school application, okay, way back when I was coming to Canada, I didn't do it by myself. Somebody did it for me. I paid somebody to do it. But with the
mm,
visa process, he guided me. He told me, Gina, so you need to bring this, I'll go get it. You need to write this, I'll go do it. And I went there to submit on my own, but I was guided by them, right?
yeah.
And the person charged me. It was not for free. It was not for
Mm,
free. So, guys, if you think, let's just take it as they are so busy, they can't do it by themselves. So they will
mm,
contact you. Please put your business number, tell them your business number, or probably
mm.
we can put it in the comment section, or we can put it in the caption of this video. If you
Okay.
need Stana to help you with this process, you reach out to him. It's not for free. You need to know that it's not for free. Okay, yeah, so you do it for people. Oh, that's great. That's amazing. That's
Oh
great.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
because I know
do.
that, Charlie, Obia page my Ghana, yes, everybody. It's so
Cultural.
it's so funny. I know, like I feel because I also have family in Ghana.
Mm,
Okay, I have family in Ghana, and I know the struggle. I know what people are going through. I have
mm.
friends there. I know what people are going through. Everybody wants to Japan. Like most people may say, I beg a cano. Obi a free I'm about to light in the way because very soon Obi a Japan, Charlie. Because you see, when you look at the things that is going on in Ghana, it's like each one for himself, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you want
yeah.
to do the one kasa ebebo, the one kasa
Mm.
media show. Because when we rely on our people, it's not easy.
I'm fine, I'm
When you
fine,
go
I'm fine.
elsewhere, in fact, when you go elsewhere, even if you are not getting the job that you desire to get, deɛ wode bɛtwitwa wo ho deɛ wode ɛbɛtɔ biribi adi deɛ wobɛnya koraa de bi aba fie no you will get it, trust
You
me,
get it.
you
Yeah.
will get it, and
Mm.
you'll be okay. Wonya deɛ
Yeah.
wopɛ paa nso deɛ a, then it's a plus, right?
Then
So
we'll
you
join.
do what is best for you because Charlie, adwuma no ebi ni hɔ ɔmo ewie school koraa yɛ posti ɔmo koraa ma yɛ problem. I know
Aye.
because I have friends there. I'm telling you, I
Uh,
have friends in Ghana. My entire family is there. Okay, so
mm.
I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, anyway, that's just
Even if
by
you
the
have been
way.
posted, your postal car, when your postal car now, it's taking like 6 months for you to get your salary. So how
Exactly.
are you surviving within that 6 months period?
Six
You
months.
understand?
And
Your family's proud that, oh, my daughter has been posted, but so you're calling your
mm,
mom for money
money,
because you don't
very
have any money.
devastating. Like Obia
You
Medewako
understand?
school, our school fees away and all of
Mm,
that. After
yeah.
school, like more than a year, 2 years, you're not getting a job, and the
Mm,
parents still need to take care of you. Eh,
mm.
like nobody will be happy in
Nobody will
such
be
a
happy with it.
situation, right? So,
Yeah.
Ubaya, do what is best for you. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So, I think that will be it because he has told us all the process. If you're just joining us, thank you for joining us again. Please watch this video all over again. He has given us the website, what you need to do. If by any chance, for some reason, you're not able to do this by yourself, reach out to him. Would you want to put your number across, like your business
I'll
line
put
or
my
something?
email, my
Your
business.
email.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Uh,
Yeah, you can send me that and I'll post it in the caption.
no worries.
Yeah,
No
so that it
worries.
will be easy for everybody to. So yes, so the nurses who will be willing or who if you're wanting to travel to, get something better for yourself, yeah, you can reach out to him. Okay, so finally you get the visa and then so can you tell us about you said clinical lead nurse, right? What do you do? Tell us about it. Just a little
So
about what you do.
so clinical lead nurse is just you are the head of all the nurses in the department where you work. So I
Okay.
don't work in the NHS. I work in a neuro rehabilitation care home. We
Right.
deal with complex people with brain injuries, people with learning disabilities, people who had multiple strokes. So those are the people we deal with, and we have a lot of nurses. So a
Mm,
clinical lead nurse is the head or the leader for all the nurses. So
okay.
if any nurse is lacking any skill, you are able to guide the nurse,
Mm,
do their competencies. So you need to have all the qualities so that the nurses can
mm,
rely on you. You are
mm,
like a mentor to all the nurses. Yeah. So
oh, that's
we have about
amazing.
14 nurses, and then I am the leader of all those nurses. So I
Okay.
don't normally do much of the floor work. I
Yeah.
mostly look at the clinical aspect. Are they doing the right things? Are we
Yeah.
meeting the requirements set
Hmm.
out by the UK government?
And
Yeah,
training them.
training them, giving
Mm,
them support when they need. If they lack any competencies, I'll try and then do a competency refresher courses with them. I do clinical supervisions with them as well. So I am working directly under the manager, the nurse manager, so that I
mm,
can do all the clinical aspects. He's doing all the paperwork and all the the thing that I'm not more clinical. I'm doing just
Yeah.
the clinical works for the manager.
Oh,
So
that's
it's
amazing.
quite a stressful job, but I love it. I like the work I
You
do,
love it.
and
Yeah.
it pays well. So and
Yeah.
I'm happy doing it, and it's good for you to come from a place like where I'm coming from in Ghana to
Mm.
by God's grace giving me such an honor to lead people who have worked for 17 years. I've just worked for about 5 years here, but it's just by God's grace. I've been in the UK for
Mm.
about 2 years,
Mm.
but uh, having that position is by God's grace, and then
Yes.
um, it's an honor to be able to lead all those people. So it's really good. It's really challenging, but it's all good.
Oh, I'm so happy for you. Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah, so
Yeah.
guys, I think we have exhausted all the questions, the relevant questions or relevant details that you need. Okay, Emmanuel has told us everything we need to know. So please, if you are interested, do reach out to Emmanuel, not me. Again, not me, please. Anyways, yeah. So, Ima, thank you so much.
Thank
Is
you
there
for
any other
having me.
thing that you would like to add? I think yeah, it's 40 minutes now. That's enough. We have answered everything that needs to be answered. Yeah. So, if would you want to say
Yeah,
any other thing?
I just want to thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to explain
Oh,
things to people, yeah, who also need help and then who also want to come here to work in the UK. I also want to tell everybody everything is possible. It is doable. You just
yeah.
have to have a plan and then start from a point.
Mm.
People want to have things on an easy pathway, but there is nothing that is easy in this life unless you
Mm-hmm.
try it. If
Mm-hmm.
you don't try it, you'll never get it. And
Yeah.
as Jenna said, this country or any other part of the world gives you an avenue for comfortability. You become
Yeah.
comfortable, and then you can get whatever money you want, and then
Mm-hmm.
you not strive, you
Yeah.
not starve, not like what we used to experience back home.
Mm.
It's an opportunity, and then once you get it, please grab to it and then move to a different country to also test your strength to see if it will work for you. And I know
Yeah.
by God's grace it will work for people. Thank you
Okay,
so much
few
for that.
comments, guys. Anybody joining us, thank you so much. Hi, Collins. Hi, Felicia. Adore. Hi, Spendy. Hi, ooh, I can't, okay, let me skip this. But hello to everybody. Eric, hello to everybody. Yeah, so guys, that will be it for now. If you are interested, please do reach out. I wanted to say something, but I forgot about it. But anyways, we are done for today's interview. So yeah, we are signing out. Thank you so much, Emmanuel. I'm very, very honored that you were able to, you know, join me today. I'm very
No worries.
excited. Yeah, thank you for accepting. And you have a YouTube page, right? That's what I wanted to ask about. You have a YouTube page. It is still
Yeah, I have a
ongoing.
YouTube page.
What's
Yeah, I
what's
have a
the name of
YouTube
your
page.
YouTube page, guys? If you could please support him, that would be great. What's the
Yeah, I
name
think
of the
it's
YouTube page?
Nelson Vistana. Nelson
Oh, okay.
Vistana.
Yeah. So,
So
guys,
Stana
please
spelled
do
just the
check
same
his
way.
YouTube page out, Nelson with Stunner. Follow his YouTube. I mean, subscribe to the channel. Okay. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sefako. Thank you, Ewuma, um, Hamidu. Okay, it's enough. All right, Ima. Thank you. I'm signing out now. So, bye
Thank you,
bye.
Gina. Bye.
Okay. Thank you, guys. Bye.